3 days in the Arizona wilderness, no food, no water. A hiker tonight recovering after this at home. Rescue crews say he's one of the lucky ones out there. ABC 15's Mary Ellen Resendez is live with what he did that helped rescue crews save his life.
You know, Katie, he was text messaging with his wife, and although it worked in this situation, crews say don't depend on your phone because out in the wilderness, they're not very dependable. It's much like playing with fire.
He was near death.
That's the condition crews say a 58-year-old hiker was in after spending 3 days on a hot Arizona mountain without food or water. The hiker embarked on a 10-day hike 11 days earlier, then text messaged his wife to tell her he was out of water.
So when he didn't show up at day 11, his wife hit that trigger point and made the call.
The hiker had filed a hiking plan, which helped rescue crews estimate just where he could be.
They saw a figure on the ground and it broke up a pattern. They weren't 100%, and then they saw him move, so they knew that he was alive.
In critical condition, crews say the hiker had barely managed to army crawl into the open, but for pilot Ken Twigg, the pressure is on. He has to consider the lives of his crew members, especially when they're dangling in rough terrain, and knows every second counts in the race to rescue.
It is stressful, and I think every pilot feels it because you already know they're injured and they're in a bad situation. You don't want to cause any further injury. So that's where the stress levels go up.
Crews were able to lift the nearly dead hiker to safety.
He was a lucky man. Things worked out for him that day, thank God.
DPS air rescue crews actually rescue up to 33 hikers, and there's including water rescues a month. And in a 5-year period, they've done over 2,000 of those rescues. Now, here's a way that you can actually help them help you, and that is the first thing you want to do if you're going out on a hike is file a day plan with somebody you know, because that way they have an idea of where you're at. Study where you're about to go and take a map. Don't depend on that cell phone. Remember, it's not dependable. A GPS tracker is always helpful, and even on a day hike, take 2 days of granola bars just in case. And of course, this is something that people don't think about taking on a day hike, and that is a flashlight. But you often, from above, will blend into the terrain, and this could mean the difference of them seeing you or not. Katie?
Yeah, and those rescue workers, boy, incredible work they do. I know they train for these things, but it's still just great to see when it is definitely a success there. Thank you, Mary Ellen.